honestly, he did it to himself. So before people get mad at me like, oh, what do you mean he deserved everything that happened? He literally did everything to himself. Come on, Chris. He's at 1 HP, Chris. He's at 1. Okay, so this video is going to be very interesting. Here I have a list of my top 5 most Death Note worthy characters. One of these is already dead, but the fact that he's still on this list says a lot, because I'm writing his name in a Death Note again. He needs to be perma-dead. So we're going to start from the bottom and work our way up. First character we have is Koby from One Piece. Now, I might get a lot of hate for this, but I really don't care. I don't like Koby, and here's why. Episode 1, if you watch One Piece or you've seen One Piece in general, then you know Koby's been around since he's been crying since episode 1. Luffy helped him, and if you read the manga, you know where I'm going with this, because I'm finna go on a rant. Luffy helped this guy, right, have the guts and the balls to finally live the life he wanted to live, right? Then they met a couple hundred episodes later with right after it was like Water 7 or something like that, and he glowed up, you know, he learned. And now in the manga, after getting saved by Luffy's granddad, right, he said, Luffy, I gotta stop your dream. What? No, Koby. No. Just stay in your lane, sir. You need to be fighting like Buggy or Shanks, literally anybody but the guy that helped you, bro. People are saying it's gonna be like Garp and Roger. I don't think so, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like Koby. He's ungrateful. Even when he was on a pirate island, he was still trying to save people. Yeah, but he was still like, oh, why'd you guys come and save me? And some people may say, oh, but wait, he was grinding and punching the ships with Garp. So I'm pretty sure there were a lot of others. So was Kuzan, but he turned to, actually, I don't like him too. I'm not gonna lie. Aokiji, he almost made the list, but Koby topped it because he's talking about stopping Luffy. So for Defiance of Court Greg X TSS, I'm gonna have to write Koby's name, and I'm gonna record myself writing Koby's name. So yeah, he's cooked. Matter of fact, all right, that takes care of 1. So, number 5 was Koby from One Piece. Screw that guy. All right, number 2, it's going to be, I'm telling you, this list is going to be all over the place. Like, you're going to be watching, you be like, well, how did you think of this? These characters have nothing to do with each other, and I made sure of that. Number 4 is Princess Peach. The guy, whoa. The chick that Mario has been trying to save since the 90s, right? Saved her from all these games. I remember as a kid. All was at 8, 16, 24, something worlds we had to go through for him to get a kiss on the cheek. Him to get a kiss on the cheek, and not to mention what happened in Mario Odyssey at the end of it. It's my favorite Mario game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It's Mario Odyssey. I'm letting this be known because it's lore for the channel. He saved See, there go the rants. There it goes. He went to the moon. He went to the moon. You know how people say, I want to give you the moon and the stars. He literally went to the moon and fought mutant rabbits in an evil turtle that they've been fighting since the 90s. If you played the game, then you know, right? And then they get to the end. Bowser pushes Mario out the way and then tries to give Peach the flowers. And she's like, oh my God. He just kidnapped you and took you all over the place. And then Mario put out the bouquet. And of course, she swayed. And she's like, oh, I don't know what to do. And then she said, enough. And like, no. He's like, no, stop. And then walks off. And then Mario and Bowser start crying. They're like, bro, we've been trying to get her since the 90s. And then she almost leaves both of them, including Mario. Bro, when I saw Peach get on that ship and almost leave Mario, I was like, you know what? If the Death Note ever got in my hands, I'm writing her name in it. So, number 4 is Princess Peach. I'm gonna write her name in bold letters. We are moving along finely. Okay, number 3, we have the prototype from Poppy Playtime. Now, here's why I have the prototype as number 3, right? Simple. Cliffhangers. This thing has left us on cliffhangers. The most devious cliffhangers I've ever seen in my life in any video game. Get Poppy out of the case, right, in game 1. And then game 2, you kill mommy, and then the hand just like. And then in part 3, the hand just like. Another year you gotta wait. And now in part 4, Huggy's back somehow. And another thing I don't like about the prototype, this is what I don't like. We're going through these cliffhangers because we can't leave the building or else he's gonna kill us. And 2, he spent all of 3 trolling. This man, and that's what I don't get about Poppy. He exposed Poppy, 1, because she was never down for the cause in general. She was just trying to, she wasn't ready to go down with us. She left us in the cave when he leaked the IP. So she left the cave and was like, oh, I'm not built for this. And then he pulled up and he was like, wow, that's tough. I mean, I'm still gonna kill y'all. Yeah. That's still gonna happen, but that is crazy. Told you. And it's Ollie's voice. So the whole time in 3, and it's funny because every YouTuber knew not to trust Ollie. Corey, I remember watching Mark and Leland play. It was hilarious because they was like clowning Ollie the whole time. That was funny. Let's count up his offenses against the court. 3 times, right? So he left us hanging 3 times. He trolled us all of 3, and we can't leave the building. You can't leave the building. If you leave the building, he's gonna kill you. And not only that, he's been smoking every single like villain you fight gets added to the collection. So we've been farming people for him the past 4 games, and I was like, you know what, bro? Since I had this Death Note, and I really thought about it, I was like, what game character? It could be a game character, entity, person, whatever. Somebody needs to get in this note. Who do I really not like in all of like games? And I said the prototype. How dare you make me wait? I don't want to wait. Where's the fun? I don't want to wait to play the game. Now I have to wait a whole nother year. That's BS. He's gonna drag us to another level. We're gonna have to fight Fluffy. Watch, that's gonna be I mark my words. It's gonna be some crazy junk, and he's gonna be really strong and have a tragic backstory. And as soon as we beat him, guess what's gonna happen? The prototype's gonna come in and leave. And we watch. I'm not gonna lie though, honestly. Now that I think about it, I'm still gonna write his name down. He's not safe. If I saw a giant metal skeletal hand grab the body of a monster that was made from like the soul of a child, I would be scared too. And I don't think he realizes there's a YouTuber called Corey Kenshin around, right? He already goes on enough breaks. So the fact that number 3, we have the prototype. Okay, so next for number 4, and this one is actually like a light level move, I'm not gonna lie. This is something, if Light was real, I think he would do this. If both of these characters were real, he would definitely do this. Number 4 is pretty much any Pokemon villain organization ever, but they go from tiers, right? Some aren't that bad, like some just, and they're all bad, right? But some, they bully people. It goes from like bullying people to trying to take over the city, to trying to end the world, to trying to change the universe, to try to just gotta reset everything and go like Father Poochie, bro. No, we don't need that. So the dumbest one that I've seen so far that had absolutely no reason to even be this way, and it made 0 sense, because the rest of them, they kind of made sense. Okay, you want to recreate the world, fine. You want to do more of this, fine. The dumbest Pokemon villain that I've ever seen is Archie. This dude said, you know what? We need to go find the orb, an orb that controls the sea god who can make more water. One, that's not how it works because it's a Pokemon and you have to catch it. And as a leader of some organization, I feel like you should know that. So that didn't work. This was his whole plan, right? We need to find the orb so that we can create more sea, so the whole world can be an ocean. And this is what I don't get. He got an organization behind him for this. So you're telling me over, I think 100, I'm gonna just guess 100. Over 10 people said, that's a good idea. Then where are we gonna live? I could kind of see with, what's the other, I think his name was like Maxie or something like that. The Rock, or the Groudon dude. I can kind of see his point of view. Okay, we're gonna create more land, so more people there can be more space for everybody. That one kind of makes sense. This dude literally said we're gonna end the world for no reason. That was his first dumb decision. Here's the second dumb decision, which was the dumbest decision that ended up costing him his life. I hope he died in that. In the short, I hope he got smacked. He got the orb, right, that controls Kyogre, the sea god of the Pokemon world, basically. Pretend this is the orb that he needed to control the sea god, right? Kyogre, listen to me. No. When the girl finally realized that the guy was off the guy was nuts. He literally was gonna end the world for no reason and for no benefit, right? Towards the end, she pulled up. She was like, "Wait, you can't do this." And it's too late. He already got the orb. He already done found out where the Pokemon is, and then he's ending the world. So then Kyogre wakes up and then proceeds to end the world with including him. It started with him first. It charged. I like the part where it was like moving like doom doom doom, and it charged at him at like 1,000 miles an hour. He deserved every bit of that. He literally just gave Kyogre the alley-oop, and then he took it, dunked it, and then sunk the planet. Number 4 is definitely gonna be. Matter of fact, I'm finna write his name hard too, just to make sure. If he's at the bottom of the ocean, somehow surviving because a random mythical Pokemon decided to save the fool. No, bro, he's cooked. He's done. Spoilers, listen. I'm finna get into Attack on Titan. If you haven't seen the ending, scram. Number 1, and I don't care, listen, this is my opinion, and I really feel this way, because I've seen the show, and I've seen how it ends, and I've seen all of it. Number 1 on my list is Eren Yeager, and I know he's already dead, and I don't care. Eren Yeager is the pinnacle of like sorry character, bro. And here's why I don't like Eren Yeager, right? So in the beginning of the show, and everybody's seen Attack on Titan by now, so I don't even have to go over anything. His parents, a Titan ate his mom. It turns out he was the villain the whole time. And then I don't understand how his mind warped from let's just kill all the pure Titans, right? He said, we're gonna kill all the pure Titans. We're gonna kill them all and then get rid of them so that people can live freely outside the walls. And everybody was like, yeah, Eren, that's a good idea. And since you're a Titan, we can learn about him from you, and then we can find out a better way to beat him, right? That makes sense, right? Perfect. They end up doing that. They end up killing all the normal Titans, getting to the edge of the walls, and then seeing this big body of water. Not even like, most people on the crew, some people had their like arms and legs bitten off. They seen all their homies die throughout the whole show. It's crazy. They got to the sea, and Armin, who just was happy to be alive, was like, Eren, isn't this great? And Mikasa, with her scarf, was just like, the sea, it's so blue. And everybody's enjoying life. Not Eren. Eren said, there's some more people over there, isn't it? They left us here. And they knew we were here. And then they plan on wiping us all out. I'm going to wipe all them out. And all of you if you get in my way. As soon as I would have heard his plan, I would have shot him. And Zeke, actually, I could see Zeke's point of view for like, because he wanted to just make it to where we can't reproduce, so that way nobody has to die and everybody can just die off peacefully. Eren wasn't with that. He was ready to stomp on all the planet, which is great. And in theory, right? Because it's like, I see why all the pain they went through and all that. But Eren, you smoked your homies, bro. The main reason I'm writing his name in a death note, I don't like the fact that he literally saw everything that happened, everything that went down, saw how it went down, saw the future of how it would go, had a chance to change it, and still did it the way he did it. And then made his dad make the decision then he could time travel. He could time travel and defy like the laws of physics. Zeke told him, Eren, we finna go back in time. Nobody can see you, nobody can hear you. Zeke's like, Eren, you can't talk to him. That's not how that works, right? That's not, you can't talk to him. And then he's like, do it. They fed your sister to the dogs. Kill him. I know you can hear me. Nah, don't start sweating now. Come on, Chris. He's at 1 HP, Chris. He was babied though. To me, he was babied the whole show, and he deserved everything that happened to him. honestly. And honestly, he did it to himself. So before people get mad at me like, oh, what do you mean he deserved everything that happened? He literally did everything to himself. You know, that really helped. Getting all this on this piece of paper like this really just let out some of the anger. Wait. Hold on. Okay, now it's done. The part that solidifies that, like, says why I'm right, his friends end up trying to kill him. So what was the point of it all? His friends, they did all of that work, right? Just for everybody in the show. Wait, Eren's the villain. Yeah, he's the villain. He's been the villain since the beginning of when Mappa Studios took over. He's been the villain. Now y'all want to say he's the after he killed most of your homies. Now he's the villain. It was Eren the whole time. Really? Why? I didn't know that. I'm not watching this. No. Why would it? Most of the characters on this list, besides like the prototype, because bro, that guy's cognitive. Most of the characters on this list have just made dumb decisions. That's the type of light. If I was like, that's the type of light I would be. Okay, who made a dumb decision? Let's see here. Okay, we got evil pet trainer tries to drown the world for no reason. Yeah, okay, write his name down. Okay. A lady abandons her boyfriend on the moon after coming to save her from a giant dragon turtle that's been trying to kidnap her for years. Okay, yep, get rid of him too. Guy kills most of his friends who help him end up killing most of his friends. Then in the end, most of his friends that are left from being killed try to kill him. Yeah, write his name down. Like, it just makes sense. It just makes sense to me, bro. It just makes sense. You know, I wonder if I could get away with writing Ryuk's name in here, because he basically like changed the whole world because he decided to drop the notebook in that place. Let me see if I can do it. Ryu, Street Fighter. Yeah. Peace.